My sister Marg was a volunteer here. Her first cancer was diagnosed in 1997, and Lessard opened in 2000, I believe it was, and she was shortly after she started here as a volunteer. When her cancer came back, that was about 4 years ago, it came back metastasized, and she had decided way back when she volunteered here, if she ever needed to, she wanted to be at Lessard House. She just felt it was a caring, loving place. She loved volunteering. So when she was into the hospital, in May of last year, they said she had to come to the hospice and they were going to send her. And they were actually going to send her to Innisfree because I think there was more room. And I said her heart really would love to go to Lessard. And they were so wonderful, and they actually got her a bed here at Lessard House.
When Marg was dying, all of a sudden there were 4 blue jays sitting on the fence outside. We said, "Oh, Marg, here's the blue jays. Gwen said, they've come to get you." And so then every time we see a blue jay, we think of Marg, and there was one on the roof there as we were standing out talking to Sarah. So it's been really, I don't know, just really nice, eh? They keep appearing, these blue jays, so. And they probably would appear anyway, but we like to think it's Marg saying hello. We were 4 sisters, and we were all close. And so 2 of them are gone now. So.
Everybody that worked here, all the volunteers, just make you feel so good. They make the patients feel so good. And I think, I think with my sister Marg, the biggest thing was, as soon as she was here, she said, "I'm safe." And even when she came home for 3 weeks and came back for a few days, she was home and she was safe, and she even was carried in here on a stretcher going, "I'm back, I'm home."
And, 2 days later, she was gone.
Nobody's usually that cheerful to come here, I'm sure, but she was. So she felt safe here. I think that's the biggest thing, and the people are incredible.
Oh, I think it's very good. And being a nurse, I can see what they do, you know, that it's helpful, and they treat each person individually, which is really, I think, important, and each family really, I guess, because we were treated differently, yeah, and that sort of thing. So, but it was good.
Yeah, there was a few things I remember. I just remember being in Marg's room. I remember the kindness of the people, but the one night I was sitting there, and it had been a difficult time. We'd had a lot of conversation that day, Marg and I, and a few tears, a lot of tears. But anyway, they came in. One of the people came in to ask her if she wanted some ice cream. And I was sitting there thinking, "Oh, ice cream." And she said, "Would you like some too?" And I said, "Are you kidding me?" "Yes." And it was the best bowl of ice cream I swear I've ever eaten. So things like that. And the one day, very upset when I was leaving, and Bob, he's a volunteer, he's amazing, and he just took so much time to talk with me, and by the time I left, he had me laughing again, and it was just so special to just have somebody that showed that much care and emotion, and it just really helped. Yeah, that in itself is unbelievable, that you can have a place like this with the care they give, and there's no charge to the patient. I mean, it's something to me that every person out there should feel honored and caring enough to give to some place like this, because it is a godsend to families.
And they take things other than money too. You know, we have always had a shower at our church every February, I think it is, and we bring in stuff, and that was because one of our members died out here years ago, and we're honoring her by collecting just food and toilet paper and cereal and soup and all the things that you like to keep in your cupboards, and we bring it out here then.
I truly think it's because it's such a need for families. And for the patient. Number one, I think there's a lot of patients that they don't want their family to have to do care when it gets to the end. They want their dignity, they want their respect, and here they have that. It's a caring and it's a safe place, and it lets the family just be family instead of the caregiver at the end. And I think that's huge, because the caregiving is so very hard for people. So when they can come to a safe place like this, the families can come, they've got a beautiful room they can visit in. It's just a very, I think it's a place where I would personally want to be. I think it's because the family can just be family at the end and spend quality time with their people.